All of them, they all care a lot about everyone's grades because they know how difficult it is being a teacher online, but they understand how difficult it is to be a student online. They are trying very hard, all of them. They all care a lot.
March 13th of 2020, the last time we saw students in the building, and we didn't know how long we were going to be on a break. And then we found out we needed to create ways to deliver instruction without seeing our students.
We've gone into the CDL and then with Canvas and then back to hybrid. Just the ability of our staff to rally around one another and support each other.
So we came back like a month ago, but then we had to go back into online, and then we came back like I think 2 weeks ago.
So with math, it was kind of hard because my students weren't even able to show a division symbol. So we had to manipulate everything. Typically, you're able to write things, you're able to show different colors and everything like that. And so we had to adjust everything.
What I've seen is just people stepping up to do strange things that they've never had to do before. In 19 years, I kind of got into this routine of I know where things are going to go, how this is going to roll, and then all of a sudden we're thrown into this loop like basically everybody else, and we just have to make things work.
Most of my students were typing in answers instead of hearing them virtually or hearing them in real life and stuff.
You see people trying to think of solutions they've never imagined.
When we were virtual, we wanted to keep students connected and engaged and do fun things, and so we've had monthly contests. So we had a costume contest, and the teachers will come onto those Google Meets and they'll help judge the students to see who wins, and we had lots of students participate, 6th, 7th, and 8th.
I think the teachers have done an amazing job adapting. The resilience is amazing, going from in-person to online platform to back to in-person, the hybrid. They're just rolling with the punches and doing an amazing job with it.
One of the most successful changes is Ponderosa has been able to go one-to-one with technology. For all students now have a Chromebook. And maybe it's provided by the school or it's one they have at home, but finally, we've been forced to acquire 21st century technology, so our students are getting the skills that they're going to need to be successful.
Yeah, with the new technology and with kids with one-on-one Chromebooks, there's going to be a lot more versatility with kids being able to use the technology and use those skills that they've learned this year, and teachers to incorporate those as well to allow kids to deepen and further their education as well, for sure. I would say everyone in this building is an everyday hero. You look at the cafeteria staff who have put together and rotated and pivoted on all the plans and planning, and they've gotten food out to these families, and never once have they complained. And Jeanette has ran a tight ship down there. She's amazing.
It doesn't matter how things change. They step up to the plate. They do what we need to do. They truly care about what kind of food we're giving the kids and what kind of service we're giving the kids. They just jump in. If a school's short, we try to send somebody over there. We have some children that have special needs diets, and so we accommodated that, and they were very, very grateful. Anywhere from 20 to 25 kids that get a hot meal, and those are the children of the people that work in the district so that they can continue to work.
I feel like we've responded really well as far as our cleaning protocols and the measures that we've gone to make sure that everybody's doing well and staying healthy. I believe that our cleaning is very crucial to keeping kids in this building and to keeping everybody healthy.
Our custodial staff, with all the cleaning protocols and the hallway and stickers and showing kids where to go, and they're actually outside now helping us out with traffic and everything else. They've stepped up.
Yeah, I think Brett's done a great job throughout this transition. So I think he deserves a lot of recognition. And then my custodial team has been amazing through this. I just recently took over when Del Horton retired, and my guys are awesome. Spraying and disinfecting 4 times a day now. So that's a huge change for us. Normally we're sweeping floors and cleaning up after these kids, but now that we only have them for half days, it's really changed a lot in that aspect.
We are so excited to see the kiddos come back. I'm helping with all of the laptops and everything like that, getting them here. If they still have questions, we're able to actually physically help them now.
It's definitely back and forth confusion at sometimes, but in the big picture, I really appreciate how students are working together. They love being back in the school building. I feel that it provides them more clarity to be able to work together, seeing what someone at a distance is doing to complete their assignments.
Just how resilient our kids are. Being a military spouse, I know what it takes to be resilient, and these kids are just as resilient, and I think it's amazing how they are bouncing back and forth, and they've just done such a great job, and they're putting forth their best effort.
Well, most of my issues were just not wanting to do work, and then my family wanted me to do good in school so I can get into a good college after I graduate high school, so that kind of motivated me to do more work.
Our para staff is still continuing to work with kids. That's constantly changing with SPED needs and needs to make sure that kids are getting the appropriate education.
And then we had to address that our students had tremendously diverse needs and access to technology or no access at all.
Staff here is amazing. Everybody's like a family. We all work together. If we have issues or any excitement to share, it's relayed a lot through communication, whether that's distancing one-on-one or whether it's in small groups or through emails that we share with one another. We really are supportive of one another.
Offering, giving up their own personal lunches just to meet with students who are having difficulties and everything. So just going that extra minute into an hour that a student needs just because the student needs it.
They'll go in the halls just to say hi to the students when they're switching classes.
I'm really proud that the students are hanging tough with the schedule changes. They're working as hard as they can to get their school back in order.
Now we have the kids back in school, so there really isn't a lot of time to talk to them because they're on the way out to the bus. But when we were handing out the 5-day bags outside, you got to speak to some of the parents, which was kind of nice because we don't get to usually meet them.
Great having kids back in the building. They're positive and excited to be here. It's been great getting kids back into hybrid.
You look in my classroom and you just see everybody doing what they need to do.
I'm just so glad kids are back in school. I have 4 kids myself that are 1st through 8th grade, and they love that they can actually be back in interacting with their friends and just being together in the structured environment, which is really, really, really important.
I feel like our staff has really stepped up, and you know that they love and care about the students and want to do whatever they can for them.
Our health office staff with Larissa and Jessica, they've done all the, again, tracking, cohorting, talking to parents when we think that there's an exposure or something has happened. They're out, making sure that we are safe at the same time. Our secretarial staff, who is brand new this year, and they've taken the bull by the horns and they're working on attendance and tracking kids and cohorting.
Our secretary staff is amazing.
Obviously, the administrative team at Ponderosa, countless hours of just being in the war room and planning on how to best help kids and families and make sure that the messages are going out.
And we're just super excited to have them in the building now.
Just keeping up with their work, it's such a hard time, and after they've been out of school for so long, I'm just really proud of them for getting it together.
They're all really nice. I just know, it'll stand out that they've been caring a lot. They care about how we're doing, and they're trying to help.
I'm really excited that with the students coming back to the school building, that I see teachers building positive relationships with students. I think building those relationships is above and beyond more important than just a student coming into class to pass or fail, but getting to know the person as an individual. What are their strengths? What can we do to help them be even more successful than what they already are?
And if anything good comes out of this, it's that we've learned to do better teamwork and to be there for one another.
This whole entire staff is absolutely amazing.
Oh gosh, they're amazing. They're always there to help out each other. They are doing everything they possibly can to help out the students, not even academically, but so much emotional support for them, especially because we know that a lot of families are going through stuff.
I love the staff here. We really do feel like a family.
You know that you just have to be there for each other and be kind to each other, because there's a lot of ugly out there right now, and we just need to overcome it.
Hey, I work with an incredible team here at Ponderosa Middle School. We have teachers and classified staff who are motivated to help one another, help kids, and help families. It's a real team effort by everyone.
It's been a great experience working at Ponderosa. The staff is super friendly, super helpful. We work together, and it's just overall just been a really great few years. This is my last year here, so.
Because they've always wanted me to do good in school, and so it just motivates me because I want to make them happy, you know, because they're my family.
You know, I think everybody jumps in. You know, if you tell them that you need some help, like maybe you've got a bunch of people out or something needs to be done, or I think everybody pretty much jumps in, and I think it's honestly became more of a team than it was in the past. And I think Pondo has always had a great reputation for being a team school.